Your life is what your thoughts make it. The journey with 1,000 miles begins with one step. Think of tomorrow. The past can't be mended. Respect yourself and others will respect you. What you do not want done to yourself, do not do to others. If we don't know life, how can we know death? Forget injuries. Never forget kindnesses. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. To understand yourself is the key to wisdom. Sincerity is the way of heaven. Wheresoever you go, go with all your heart. Act with kindness, but do not expect gratitude. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. Time flows away like the water in the river. The object of the superior man is truth. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. If you are the smartest person in the room, then you are in the wrong room. When anger rises, think of the consequences. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Education breeds confidence. Confidence breeds hope. Hope breeds peace. Those who cannot forgive others break the bridge over which they themselves must pass. To know what you know and what you do not know, that is true knowledge. We have 2 lives, and the second begins when we realize we only have one. American beer likes sex on boat, both fucking close to water. The superior man acts before he speaks, and afterwards speaks according to his action. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. Don't complain about the snow on your neighbor's roof when your own doorstep is unclean. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals. Adjust the action steps. There are 3 methods to gaining wisdom. The first is a reflection, which is the highest. The second is a limitation, which is the easiest. The third is experience, which is the bitterest. It is easy to hate and it is difficult to love. This is how the whole scheme of things works. All good things are difficult to achieve, and bad things are very easy to get. Success depends upon previous preparation, and without such preparation, there is sure to be failure. You cannot open a book without learning something. It is more shameful to distrust our friends than to be deceived by them. Roads were made for journeys, not destinations. In old days, men studied for the sake of self-improvement. Nowadays, men study in order to impress other people. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. I slept and dreamt life is beauty. I woke and found life is duty. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. The essence of knowledge is having it to apply it, not having it to confess your ignorance. Knowledge without practice is useless. Practice without knowledge is dangerous. Ask yourself constantly, what is the right thing to do? All good things are difficult to achieve, and bad things are very easy to get. The archer who misses his mark does not blame the target. He stops, corrects himself, and shoots again. A man who does not think and plans ahead will find trouble right at his door. Looking at small advantages prevents great affairs from being accomplished. Do not worry about holding high position. Worry rather about playing your proper role. Don't curse the darkness. Light a candle. Behave toward everyone as if receiving a great guest. To know what you know and what you do not know, that is true knowledge. Wisdom, compassion, and courage are the 3 universally recognized moral qualities of men. The expectations of life depend upon diligence. The mechanic that would perfect his work must first sharpen his tools. Ability will never catch up with the demand for it. Men's natures are alike. It is their habits that carry them far apart. Study the past, if you would divine the future. Imagination is more important than knowledge. To practice 5 things under all circumstances constitutes perfect virtue. These 5 are gravity, generosity of soul, sincerity, earnestness, and kindness. The funniest people are the saddest ones. Love is like a spice. It can sweeten your life. However, it can spoil it too. Straightforwardness, without the rules of propriety, becomes rudeness. The true gentleman does not preach what he practices, till he has practiced what he preaches. A gentleman would be ashamed should his deeds not match his words. The superior man acts before he speaks, and afterwards speaks according to his action. The man who says he can and the man who says he cannot are both correct. When you see a good person, think of becoming like her, him. When you see someone not so good, reflect on your own weak points. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential. These are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. When we see persons of worth, we should think of equaling them. When we see persons of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. The superior man is distressed by the limitations of his ability. He is not distressed by the fact that men do not recognize the ability that he has. If I am walking with two other men, each of them will serve as my teacher. I will pick out the good points of the one and imitate them, and the bad points of the other and correct them in myself. Old age, believe me, is a good and pleasant thing. It is true you are gently shouldered off the stage, but then you are given such a comfortable front stall as spectator. If some years were added to my life, I would give 50 to the study of the Yi, and then I might come to be without great faults. It is not the failure of others to appreciate your abilities that should trouble you, but rather your failure to appreciate theirs. To put the world in order, we must first put the nation in order. To put the nation in order, we must first put the family in order. To put the family in order, we must first cultivate our personal life. We must first set our hearts right. Fix your mind on truth, hold firm to virtue, rely on loving kindness, and find your recreation in the arts. Things have their roots and branches. Affairs have their beginnings and their ends. To know what is first and what is last will lead one near the way. If there is righteousness in the heart, there will be beauty in the character. If there is beauty in the character, there will be harmony in the home. If there is harmony in the home, there will be order in the nations. When there is order in the nations, there will peace in the world. Love others as you would love yourself. Judge others as you would judge yourself. Cherish others as you would cherish yourself. When you wish for others as you wish for yourself, and when you protect others as you would protect yourself, that's when you can say, it's true love. Desire to have things done quickly prevents their being done thoroughly.